In a new interview, Beyoncé just opened up about all the decades of her career, including why she thought her career was over at the age of 13, to the new music she has on the way and everything in between. Let's get into it.
Beyoncé is notoriously private most of the time, so it's always exciting when she does interviews and shares what's going on in her world. She just announced that she's on the cover of Harper's Bazaar's September issue, and the photos are absolutely stunning. And inside the magazine, Beyoncé sat down with the publication for an in-depth interview about the many chapters of her life so far as she approaches her 40th birthday. In the interview, Beyoncé looked back on the very early days of her career, revealing that by 7 years old, she was already singing and dancing in competitions, and by 10 years old, she had already recorded at least 50 or 60 songs in the recording studio. But all of that came to a halt when Beyoncé faced a near career-ending vocal injury when she was only 13. Beyoncé explained that, "I had my first vocal injury at 13 from singing in the studio for too many hours. We had just gotten our first record deal, and I was afraid I had developed nodules and destroyed my voice, and that my career could be over. The doctors put me on vocal rest all summer, and I was silent once again." Thankfully, Beyoncé eventually healed, and after that she said her teenage years were focused on the grind, and that if something wasn't helping her reach her goals, she decided to invest no time in it. Pretty dedicated and committed for a teenager. That explains why B is as successful as she is. But her vocal injury wasn't the only setback Beyoncé faced in her teenage years. During her interview, Beyoncé told Harper's Bazaar about how she heard industry folks criticizing her and her body after she put on some weight at 19 years old. At first, this made Beyoncé feel insecure, but she decided to use it as fuel and inspiration for her music. She said, "I was 19. None of the sample clothes fit me. I was feeling a bit insecure from hearing some of the comments, and I woke up one day and refused to feel sorry for myself. So I wrote Bootylicious. It was the beginning of me using whatever life handed me and turning it into something empowering to other women and men who were struggling with the same thing." And Beyoncé also discussed her 20s and 30s, with her 20s being focused on building a strong foundation for her career and establishing her legacy. And her 30s have been about starting her family and her life becoming more than her career. As she approaches her 40s, Beyoncé isn't looking back. She said, "I feel many aspects of that younger, less evolved Beyoncé could never with the woman I am today." And the woman she is today is getting ready to release some new music. Yep, you heard that right. When asked about when she'll be releasing new music, Beyoncé said, "With all the isolation and injustice over the past year, I think we are all ready to escape, travel, love, and laugh again. I feel a renaissance emerging, and I want to be a part of nurturing that escape in any way possible." She continued on saying that she's been in the studio for a year and a half, and she's searched through thousands of sounds to find something as simple as the right kick or snare. But the process of making music never gets old for Beyoncé. She said, "After 31 years, it feels just as exciting as it did when I was 9 years old. Yes, the music is coming." And when it comes to what Beyoncé is hoping for in this next decade of her life and new music, she said, "My wish is for my 40s to be fun and full of freedom. I want to feel the same freedom I feel on stage every day of my life." That sounds incredible and like it will make for some epic new music. Beyoncé didn't spill the tea on when we can expect new music from her, but she said it's coming, and that's good enough for us for now. We'll keep you posted if we hear anything else about a potential release date for new Beyoncé music.
But for now, for more on Beyoncé, click right over here for another clever video. Then be sure to let me know if you are just as excited as we are about new music from B in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on socials at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.